Alrighty, hello and good afternoon, Nina. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing good, and I know I'm frozen on your screen, so I apologize for that. Hopefully, it'll
Yes.
adjust itself. But Nina, we've been having a great conversation, so I would love for us to continue that. And if you don't
Yes.
mind, tell me a little bit about your professional experience.
Well, my name is Nina. I worked at Empire Office as of most recently, but for my experience, I have over 8+ years experience within supporting client relationships, vendor, and contract management. I started off as Empire Office actually a few years back as a sales administrator and basically did all the back end stuff there. So some things were creating client quotes and proposals, securing vendor discounts, and verifying pricing and things of that nature. And then from there, I went into office management for a few years and learned a lot from that and business development. So all of those skills together really helped me in my next role at Empire, which was a sales account manager. There, I kind of led the a couple of accounts that were high valued clients and had many moving parts.
Absolutely. And you said it best, Nina. I'm going to shut off my camera here just to avoid any funny faces, but
No, no
um,
worries.
I have your resume here as well, and it's you said it beautifully. You first started in sales, working at Empire as a sales administrator, working kind of in the back office. You
Right.
work in office management, BDM, and then most recently, working at Empire as a sales account manager,
Right.
which I love your role at Empire. I know that we've talked about it a few times as well. You briefly mentioned that role as well. But I would love, if you may, just tell me a little bit more about what your day-to-day looks like. Looked like. And I only ask because that position is very similar to the role that you're interested in.
Right, right. So at Empire Office as a sales, not administrator, a
Mhm.
sales account manager. So I would have to lead. It's had many moving parts, as I said before. So, for instance, I'm going to go to one of my accounts that I had there,
Mhm.
which is JLL, which was it started at the bidding process. So I had to actually go in and bid, create a proposal right off the bat, bid that project out. And this would happen for a lot of other contracts as well, or clients, I should say. So you would have to start off with the bidding process down to whether or not you got picked. So we got picked for it and we won the bidding. And once we did that, we'd have to sit down with the client and basically go through every aspect of the floor plan with them and see down to fabrics, finishes, all those moving parts. So we would go through that whole process. Now, while this was going on, I had to keep track of it. So I would keep track of it in CRM systems and things like that. We use Citrix and another system called Matrix that would be entered in and things like that from the inception down to installation. But I handled it from the very beginning, inception down to installation, constant communication with the client, letting them know what's going on. If there were any issues that arose, we would problem solve and document, take pictures, do all of that. So it was a lot of moving parts for me and my team.
Beautiful. Again, as you were saying that, I was just thinking about how, all of your skills that you were able to gain at that role would transfer to this position beautifully. As,
Yes.
and if you don't mind me asking, what exactly was Empire? Was it a flooring company or?
So we sold commercial furniture to a
Okay,
corporate environment. So think hospitals,
beautiful.
universities, recruiting training rooms, corporate centers, things like that.
Amazing. So then you know exactly what you're getting into here. Just a different type of product nonetheless.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes. Just the
uh,
product knowledge that, you've got to kind of pick up on. But I have
absolutely.
every other piece of that as far as, personality and really listening to the client.
Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. Awesome
Thank
stuff
you.
there. Yeah. Now, Nina, I kind of like we were chatting. Now, this position is very much customer service, which you're an expert at, been in it for over, 8 years or so now. Tell me, what does customer service mean to you?
So when I think of customer service, I think of listening, active listening. That's very important when you want to get a project right for your client. So active listening, taking notes, really asking the questions at the beginning instead of at the end so that you get everything right. I think all of those really kind of encompass what customer service is just really having exceptional listening skills, really.
Absolutely. I agree. I think that is key when it comes to customer service, is having those active listening skills, because we can miss out on some key information on that. But absolutely. And thank you for sharing that with me as well. Now, some system knowledge. I want to know about some systems that you've used in the past, or some systems that you are familiar with. I know a lot of the times some companies have their smaller systems that we can't always, remember, but, any systems that you can, just name off that you've used before, whether it's like Google or Outlook or anything like that.
So yes, we used Outlook, Teams. We were on Teams quite a bit, a lot of virtual back and forth with some clients who were out of state, out of country. What other things? Microsoft Office, I'm very familiar with that. Excel spreadsheet, Word documents. Google SharePoint is one as well. OneDrive, we use that quite often. And I mentioned Matrix. That was more so for Empire itself and their entities, so or their vendors and whatnot. So, which was a very different and not user friendly, but. What other ones have I used? I'm trying to recall.
No worries. No worries. You name the basics, which are
perfect.
Spreadsheets, the emails, any other, small functions. I know you mentioned earlier in the call CRM systems as well. So you're very well versed when it comes down to systems.
Yes.
Awesome. And then to wrap up the interview here, just two last questions for you. But as far as any scheduled time off, do you have anything scheduled that we should know about?
I do have something for August 31st. I have an appointment at 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
I also have a doctor's appointment on August 14th.
Perfect. Okay. No worries.
As of right now, those are the only two that come to mind.
Okay, perfect. Which we can absolutely honor since you're giving us advance time. So just to confirm, Nina, I have August 14th and the 30th that you'll need off, right? I'm sorry, 31st.
Correct. Yes.
Perfect.
Well, not need off, actually. They were just like in the mornings I could come back.
Okay.
The whole day
so
off.
About a half day or so. It looks like they were okay. Awesome. We were just freezing there. Can you hear me okay?
Are you there?
Yep. I am, Nina. Can you hear me okay?
Hello?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. I apologize for that. I will say my computer's been glitching for quite some time today, so I apologize for that again. But Nina, I am going to go ahead and wrap up the interview. Oh, okay, no worries. Nina, let me just wrap up the interview. I'll stop recording and then we'll continue chatting off the recording here just to avoid the delay. So again, I appreciate your time, but don't disconnect on me quite yet, please.
No, I won't. Thank you.
Thank you.